Should I be selling right now?
I gotta get a bigger place.
What's my house worth? What do you think? What's my house really worth?
Do we need to renovate? That's pretty. How do I buy a house?
What if I don't have time to see it in person?
What is going on with this housing market?
Don't worry. I can take the guesswork out of it.
I feel like that's a question we answer every day.
We answer every day. Exactly.
know?
I know. We just literally got off the phone with someone, not even 30 minutes ago, asking about the value of our house and things like that. So we're moving out of the city. So, but anyway, hey, it's Rob and Maria. And you could be anywhere this evening, but you decided to join with us with Let's Talk Real Estate live. And we're so excited that you're joining with us. Another fun-filled, packed program.
Yes.
We have Kristen in the house from the Potted Page, and that's just going to be a great, fun interview.
So excited.
The newest kind of bookstore gift shop that opened up in Rising Sun. We're so excited to find out what is going on up there in Rising Sun. And we're going to be talking about the Maryland, the top 10 Maryland homes that you can relax in, or Maryland towns. Did I say homes? Towns that you can relax in. And we're going to go down that list as well. We're going to talk about that and a whole lot more. We have a calendar of events, market stats, and more. We'll talk about that just as soon as we get back. All right, welcome back. We're having a lot of fun here in studio.
I have a question.
Yes.
There is a new store coming to the Tanger Outlets in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, which really isn't too far from us.
Okay.
If you want to shop and no tax, that's where you're going to go. But there's a new shop coming there. Do you know which one it is?
Well, it's definitely not Kate Spade, because every time we go there, we stop at Kate Spade.
No, not
So
every
it's not
time.
Well, just about picking up a new, looking at wallets and purses.
Sometimes it's for gifts. Not just me.
Sometimes
Okay.
for gifts.
Do you have another guess?
I don't. I
Okay.
honestly don't know. There's so many shops.
Pottery Barn is coming. So
Pottery
I am
Barn.
quite excited about that.
Wow.
I remember a time when the Pottery Barn opened up in that's actually annoying. Terrible sound.
That's my air horn. That's my exciting horn.
All right, delete.
That just
But
shows
anyway,
how excited I am for the Pottery Barn coming near me.
Pennsylvania has, I think, the closest one. I don't even know if that's even still open. If you know, up there in Lancaster, let me know. But that would be the other second closest one to us. So I'm excited for that, and for Delaware.
Yeah, and for Delaware, exactly. So what is going on in the real estate market? We're going to talk about that in just a second, but I can tell you now that we are streaming live to Facebook. We're streaming live to Facebook. We're also streaming live to LinkedIn. So we have multiple Facebook pages, and also YouTube. You can follow us on social media. We have an Instagram account. We also, TikTok is back, by the way. So we're still live on TikTok.
It's gone for 14 seconds.
It's
and
gone
it's
for
back.
14 seconds. Now it's back. Exactly. We're on LinkedIn. And of course, we have a fantastic YouTube channel. If you want to watch any of our previous programs, please feel free to visit our YouTube channel. Also, our team merch account, go to mhtmerch.com. That has all kinds of mugs and gifts, shirts, things like that. If we happen to see you around town wearing some of our merch, we might slip you a little gift card. You know what I mean? So just kind of keep that in mind. Any proceeds from that, by the way, we just simply write checks to our local charities, and we enjoy being givers. Absolutely. And we just ask that you'll please, if you're watching us on YouTube, just subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It really helps our channel out and allows us to keep doing this show on a bi-weekly basis. So we really do appreciate that. So anyhow, with that said,
Next.
Tell me some of the things that are going on in the real estate market.
Well, did you get your crystal ball out and let me see?
So here's my, I don't have my crystal ball. We
All right.
actually have it like on our stand that's right over
a
there.
few shelves away.
2 shelves away.
But anyway, so that doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
Well, we always go by what the experts say, the economists. What are the economists saying
That's right.
And and Mr. Lawrence is an economist for NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors. I have to say those things. So we give the right person the right accreditation. But everyone's saying our rate's gonna fall, our rate's gonna fall. And trust me, if we had the crystal ball, we probably would have bought 10 houses 5 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
knowing how they would skyrocket and those interest rates were record breaking. So they're predicting them to go down some, but they are not going to be the 3 and the 4 like we saw before.
Mm-hmm.
They're predicting in the low sixes and the fives, the possible fives. But that's what they're predicting. And then everyone's asking, when's the right time to buy? When's the right time to sell? Really, it's what do you need? When do you need it? And then we
Yeah.
get the right lenders and the right people, and we start looking very, diligently for you. So it has to be the right time for you, and we're going to make everything else work for you. But they're saying, what's going to happen with prices of homes? Are they going to drop? And they're not going to drop, and they haven't dropped in years. It's
Mm-hmm.
been years.
Mm-hmm.
People were afraid of a crash. There's no crash in sight, and it's not going to happen now. So 2025, I think you're going to see homes increase in prices about 3 to 5%, and the market's just going to stay strong if you're going to sell. And you might as well just decide when you're going to buy, and then we'll make it happen.
Yeah, there's definitely more houses that are hitting the market, even now in the deep freeze vortex that we're in right now.
Right.
We are seeing more properties that are hitting the market. So we're going to continue probably to see that even through the new year. So many big changes that have happened over the last few days. A lot of people are very nervous about what's going to happen in the housing market with the new administration coming in. I think it's going to be really good for the housing market, but you know what? Time will tell, and we'll just have to see as we move forward.
I haven't heard too much nervousness. I don't know what you've heard
Yeah.
from your clients, but mine are not nervous. They are actually encouraged
Yeah.
and excited to
I
move
agree.
forward. So I want to put a quick plug in. If you're an investor and you don't mind fixing properties up and you want to buy something with some equity, and I know the last 5 years, not a lot of people bought homes with equity. And I can honestly say we have about 10 clients who did,
Mm-hmm.
who their appraisals came in higher than their offer, and we even might have offered a little bit more than what it was listed for. So that's still great news.
Yeah.
But anyway, we have a listing on Pool Road. It's 2 acres. It is priced to sell. Bring your best offer. It's if you are looking for something to put a mini farm on or a farm ed. It's zoned ag, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's 2 acres, is running shed, a barn, log cabin. The
Mhm.
view is beautiful, but there's equity in that home.
Yeah.
And if you want to buy something and don't mind fixing it up, give us a call.
That's right. All right, we're going to dive right into the topic of the day. World Atlas just recently put out their 10 most relaxing towns in Maryland. We're going to quickly go through those. I thought this was a lot of fun. We like to be informative here
Yes.
on the show, and I think there's a lot of fun to see
Right.
what the world sees, the World Atlas sees when it comes to the most relaxing towns in Maryland. So let's go through there. The first one on the list, Chesapeake City.
Yes.
Chesapeake City, it's a home. We've actually sold in Chesapeake City.
And that's Cecil County.
When they
right?
say less than 1,000 people, you really think there's only like 500 people that live there. It's pretty amazing.
Right.
But it's pretty cool. Great panoramic water views, nice historical heritage, things like
Right.
that. So Chesapeake City.
And
Um,
restaurants. They have 2 good restaurants
They
up there
they
too.
do. Yep.
I mean, nicer restaurants. Not that they only have 2 good ones, but you know what I
Exactly.
mean.
Yep. So Chesapeake City was one. The next one is, guess what? Ocean City made the list again. We happen to see that pop up everywhere, as it should. It has very unique coastal ways, and
Yes.
there's a lot of people that come into Ocean
Assateague
City.
is down there as well.
Yeah, millions of
Yes.
visitors that come into Ocean
Lots to
City.
do.
So they made the list. Wanted to share that with you. Also, hey, how about this one here, Newmarket? A lot of people have never been through Newmarket. I have several
we
times in
as a
Frederick
family?
County. As a family, I don't
Frederick.
think
We've been
so.
in Frederick a few times.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if we've gone through Newmarket or not.
Okay.
But anyhow, Newmarket made the list. Again, a very historic area, and you would love just the serene
Frederick
that has
is
to offer there.
beautiful.
Yep, exactly.
And up and coming. You used to think you could buy a piece of property out there really cheap.
That's right.
Those days are gone.
Yeah, exactly. So the next one would be Berlin. Berlin. A lot of people have
Yes.
not been to Berlin. We've actually gone through Berlin
We have.
once or twice.
And we walked it a few times with the kids.
Great main street, lots of restaurants, lots of antique shops and galleries and things like that. So if you make your way through the Berlin area, definitely look that one up. Put it on the map of places to visit. That would be a lot of fun.
And I was just reading articles from a few designers, and guess what's coming back?
What's that?
Antiques.
Antiques?
So we better hurry up and go buy them before everybody else buys
That's right.
them. Although we
Exactly.
probably have a bunch in this house right now with you being an auctioneer.
Exactly. The next one, Sharpsburg. I've been through Sharpsburg. They have
I
a
have
great
not.
museum there, great ice cream shop, small town, very
Priorities.
rich in Civil War history. If you want to make your way to Sharpsburg in the Western Shore, they made the list this year. Another one that made the list, which is obvious, is Oakland out in Garrett County. So definitely make your way over there. We've actually been to this location here. There's actually, I think, a consignment shop or a thrift store
on the other side.
on the other side.
And it's fabulous.
Yep, it's wonderful.
I mean, honestly, I can't wait to go back.
Yeah. Nice historic town. Lots of things going on there, by the way. Lots of different events and stuff like that. So definitely look up Oakland. Put that on your list. And the next one is Frostburg. How about Frostburg, huh?
I don't think I've been to Frostburg.
So I have to say, I've not, a billion people have talked to us about Frostburg, but I've not been there. We've been around that location, but we've never been through Frostburg. No. It's definitely a little town that I would love to be able to visit, right in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains. And I think that would be a lot of fun. If you visited any of these areas, just put in the comments below, put in there what you visited, what you liked about the town. I think that would be really, really cool. So the next one is, how about Chestertown? Chestertown, I've been right there at that fountain, by the way. That fountain is kind of central to Chestertown. Lots of antique shops, several really good restaurants.
Just so beautiful.
You see the Ripken statue there as well near the college.
Remember that.
Yeah, there's a Ripken statue there.
Like Cal?
Cal Ripken.
Okay,
Yep, there's a statue. As soon as you kind of cross the bridge and you make a left into Chestertown, he's right there on the right-hand side.
And you know who's known to come visit one of the, I don't think it's a kitchen store, but it's not an antique store either.
What's that?
Ina Garden.
Oh.
Garden is known to come there. The Contessa.
That's right.
Is known to visit Chestertown.
I did not know that. The next one that made the list is this adorable little town. One of our favorites, St. Michael's.
Oh, yes.
St. Michael's is one of our favorites, and we enjoy that location. Lots of different things to do, lots of little shops. Please do yourself a favor. Have lunch at the Inn at Perry Cabin.
Yes.
Treat yourself to lunch there. It's wonderful. And we actually stay at the Sandaway. So we actually take a little ferry from St. Michael's over to Oxford, Maryland.
Which is not even that far. How long's the
ferry? Not far
ferry?
at all. No, the ferry's like not even a 20, 25 minute
I was thinking
ride.
like 15 minutes
Yeah,
tops,
it's not
if
long
that.
at all.
Yeah.
And you go over there on that side. We stay at the Sandaway, which is fantastic. So definitely,
they're closed right now, though.
Yeah, definitely make plans to go there. And then the last one on the list. Hey, Hartford County made it on the map, by the way.
Oh, that's so awesome.
That's right. Our beautiful Havre de Grace. So much to do in Havre de Grace.
Yes.
A couple different theaters there. They're always running different
Lighthouses.
programs there. Lots of condos on the water. The
Yeah.
pavilion
Yeah.
that you can run. I'm sorry, the promenade that you can walk. And
But
it's
there is a
absolutely
little
beautiful
pavilion there, too. You're right.
Yep.
You can sit and have something to eat at that little, I don't think it's a restaurant, but it's a little spot to grab something to eat. And I thought their crab cake was pretty good, and I'm pretty picky about it, my crab cakes.
Yep. So, and also Bomboy chocolate. I like Bomboy chocolate
ice cream.
and the ice cream as well. I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. So
lots of good treats.
Lots of good treats. So so if you have any questions, hey, feel free to drop us a line. Text us, call us, and make sure you put in the comment
picture
section.
if you've been to any of them. I'd love to see the pictures because I'll be honest, my first time ever this past year in 2024, I went to Deep Creek. I'd never been to Deep Creek. People are like, "Are you kidding me?" Wow, it's so beautiful, and to think it's just so close.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It was 3.5 hours, right?
3.5 hours.
Well, that's kind of close.
Well, no.
But closer than North Carolina.
So where we were is a little bit longer than that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So anyhow, moving this show forward. Hey, listen, we have a great guest that's on board. So let's give a round of applause, by the way. A round of applause to Miss Kristen Andrus, and she is with us. from the potted page.
Hi, guys.
Our
Hello.
in studio audience was having a great time, by the way, clapping for you. But hey,
Nice.
welcome to our program. Let's talk real estate, and we obviously talk a lot more than just real estate. We've been doing this for quite a while now, so probably a couple of years, and we always love this part of our program, being able to highlight local businesses and charities and things like that. So
Absolutely.
we're just so excited that you're on board with us for this. So
I'm
tell us,
so glad to be here. Thank you.
excellent, excellent. Tell us about yourself and about what you are doing up there in Rising Sun.
Yeah, well, we opened us a little bookshop a couple months. Well, actually, it feels like it's been a couple months, but we really just opened the first of this month. It's been a couple months getting it going and set up and all the painting and the shelving and all that good stuff. But yeah, we had an opportunity. I don't know how often you guys come to Rising Sun, but Rising Sun's really getting some great little shopping places here that are just local, not chain stores, but just local folks that are investing in their community. And so we were approached about partnering with somebody that was expanding, and they were like, "We just kind of had a vision for a little bookstore in the top of this business that we're doing." And so I have always loved bookstores, and I wouldn't say it's been like a dream of mine, but something that I could definitely see, myself doing because I love to read, especially fiction. I'm totally into historical fiction, graphic novels. I know that's real mature, but just love to allow my imagination to go for a little while. And so that and the plant thing. So, just creating a nice space to be able to curl up with a good book and just veg for a little while. So the opportunity was presented and we thought about it and we just dove off headlong into it. And here we are. Now we have the
Wow.
potted page. So yeah.
That's so exciting. I've heard nothing but good things. Nothing.
Oh, good.
And
Good.
watching
That's
your
wonderful.
pictures
So
of
glad to hear that.
decorating, we've had we had two auction houses, we had an antique store. So understand the idea of preparing an area that's yours, to make it
Yeah.
represent who you are. So
You know
everything
what
we
was
saw.
fun is we got into this building and it's an old farmhouse. So, and I don't really know the exact age, but the walls are stucco. So I don't know if you've ever hung anything on stucco, but it presents a whole different set of circumstances when you're talking about hanging heavy shelves and then putting heavy books on top of that. So yeah, it was a complete journey and something we had to be very flexible, but the room just turned out so cozy and wonderful. It was exactly what we were going for. So I'm glad that you're hearing good things about it. That makes my heart warm and fuzzy.
Yes, yes. And I think our son Gabe, I don't know if you were working this, I
Yes,
think was it
yes, I
Monday?
saw him.
Gabe came in. I had mentioned it to him last week, and I'm like, "Do you want to go with us?" And the next thing I know, he went. I'm like, "Just leave me, would you?" But anyway, he was showing a friend around up there.
Mhm.
So, but
Yeah.
we heard it was great, and I know our family, like our kids and Natalie and Chloe, they're huge fans of Rise and Grind. I mean, when that comes home from Lake Norman, she could get up there to grab something to eat, but now she's got so many other things to see when she comes up.
Yes.
So that's so exciting. And I know I love Rob always jokes that if it's packaged right, I'd buy it. So we have
Hey, that's part of the key is making sure it's cute and pretty.
so Gabe had picked up this book for me from there. He
Yeah.
knows I love the games. And of course it was in this really cute monogrammed page, which hold on, I'm the camera things, but it's always nice to have something, in a cute bag. And we were really tickled pink to see that. I can't wait to start reading that. But
Oh, yeah.
Kristen, tell us about some of the different types of books that you have, and even gifts. So I want
right.
everyone to remember, if you're watching right now, it's not just like a bookstore; it's a store, it's a shop. It
It's a
Hmm.
has
shop.
gifts,
Yeah.
and there's all types of little things. But share with us.
Yeah. So the goal behind this little shop was to speak to folks that love to read, and just to create a little shop where they can furnish their spot, like whatever that is, if it's a corner in their living room or if they have a sunroom or whatever that is. So we do sell new and pre-loved books. So
Yeah.
we have just different genres: history, historical fiction, nonfiction, romantasy. Just We have kids books. I think my favorite part of this whole shop is the kids nook that we were able to create. The kids are loving it, and I think one of my favorite things is to hear a little kid run in there. And the first day we were open, this little boy, he ran in there and he grabbed a book and he flopped on the floor on the pillows and he said, "Mom, can we live here?" And oh, my
Oh.
heart just wanted to burst because I was like, "Oh, we did it. We created a space where kids, they're going to love to
Oh.
come." And so we were really trying to make it a warm place and just to provide things for that space. So we've got um, candles, we've got bookmarks and journals and nice cozy socks, and we've got throw blankets and glass tumblers for your iced coffee or your Coke or whatever you want to put in that. We've got plants that we have, and I can show you some of those in just a minute. Water globes to water your little plants, plant
I
hangers,
love
and
those.
it's something that we're just going to be kind of cycling through different things. This is not Barnes and Noble. You will not find the same every time you go in there. We're going to be more like a TJ Maxx bookstore. So every time you come, there's probably going to be a change or something a little bit different. And I think that's the fun of a little tiny shop, is the unique and fun things that you can do with it, and you can bring different types of merchandise that you might not see in a big box store. So that's the goal, is to try to be unique, but yet sensible things that people are going to use, but something that you might not necessarily find in
Right.
a bigger
Right.
box bookstore.
That
Yeah.
is
I'm so
awesome.
glad you mentioned Barnes and Nobles because again, that's more of the a corporate a store. You know, when you walk in, you don't get really the warm and fuzzies. Sure, it takes you a little while to find maybe what you're looking for, but that's one thing I love about your shop is that when you come in, you really do feel like you're at a home library, like you're at home, and you're able to search
Yeah,
through different materials that you have, and also pick up a gift for a loved one, for a wife. It just so happens there's something going on in February that may warrant guys going in and getting gifts. I have that. That'll come to
potentially.
recollection here in a minute. Something around the 14th. I'm not sure, but anyway. But with that said, though, I do love the personalized touch that you have
Well, it
with your
could be a
shop.
gift
And
for anyone.
that's right. Yeah. And Rising Sun
Don't
is
Right.
certainly deserving of that. We've been in Rising Sun many times. We've sold homes in Rising Sun, and there really is a very down home, tight
quaint.
niche feel to Rising
There
Sun, and
really
that's what I
is.
love. Yeah. Just, I
And
encourage
you
everyone to
know what
shop.
we've discovered through this whole journey of starting this little shop is the way the community just comes out and supports has been amazing. We opened on January 3rd, and it was a frigid, ridiculously cold. Now, today it probably would feel like a heat wave because today's ridiculous, but that day it was so cold, the wind was blowing, and there was just people standing out in the street, standing across the street,
Oh,
just cheering us on for opening this new little
oh,
business. And it was just such a wonderful day of, it made us feel so appreciative of just the community support, the officials that were supporting us, and just other local businesses that were just saying, "Hey, go on." It wasn't competition. It was like, "Hey,
right.
look what we're building in Rising Sun." We've got so many little small businesses that have just popped up, restaurants, and our little shop is located in the top of the Garden Girl, which just opened. So that's it's joined with Rise and Grind. So if you've ever been to Rise and Grind, now you have another seating area to sit in. Plus, you can go get salads, soups, paninis, acai bowls in the Garden Girl, and then go upstairs,
Oh,
and that's where the shops are located. So it'll be a
oh,
weekend market. We're open from Friday to Sunday, 9 to 6. And there's pop-up boutiques that'll be up there too. So those will kind of be rotating out. But myself, with the potted page, and Bell's Acres next door, we are permanent. So she sells goat's milk products like
Oh,
soap
wow.
and face care. That is amazing. And then we'll do the books and the plants and other little gifts. And then we'll have the rotating pop-ups coming through. So it's just, and down the street, there's another little All Things Cozy. They've just opened up where home goods and baby gifts, and we've got Hatchers on Main. So Rising Sun is really thriving, and it's really exciting to see. And it's exciting to watch the community rally around it. It really is.
Well,
That's
it could
great.
be the next relaxing town to add to
It
that
could
list
That's
be.
right.
that
You
we
never
just
know.
talked
Why wasn't
about.
Rising Sun
You
on there?
know?
Yeah,
Well, it's up and coming. It's
that's
up
right.
and coming. So I saw your little display of Eric Carl's books,
Oh, yeah.
and
Great author.
we, being a former teacher and educator, I love Eric Carl. My children, all of them, the grandchildren, even we have a Sheppy. His birthday's he's going to be 2 on February the
Hmm.
1st, and then we have Ezra too. But the request was that the Eric Carl, the Very Hungry Caterpillar book is falling apart.
That's right.
So,
Oh,
which makes me so happy because he loves it, but I love it. Like,
yes.
I was looking for like just little things. Like even I would love a deck of cards that would show everything that he ate.
Oh,
You know,
that'd be kind of fun.
I'm just saying
I didn't even think of
things
that.
out loud that I think. But anyway, it's just so sweet. I mean, and they love those. They'll just read it, read it, read it.
Hmm.
They
Yeah,
love
it's
them,
such a great classic.
and it's
That's one of those
simple.
timeless books that just from generation to generation, it gets just passed down. And
Yes,
it's just amazing little, I think it's the colors and just the little simple story that
right,
kids just connect with.
right.
So here's a question for you. So what goes into the decision making of deciding which books that you include in your space? Obviously, it's a plethora of different genres and things like that, but share with us.
So that's really something that we're kind of growing into, I guess is a good way to put it.
Hmm.
Every area has its own feel, right? Every county kind of has its own feel. We're still trying to figure out, hey, what do people around here read? So we're just grabbing a little bit of everything right now and kind of paying attention to what people are gravitating to, what they're asking for. With kids books, it's just it really comes down to, for me, when I'm choosing them, it comes down to the cover. Like, is the
Mm.
cover going to suck a kid in? Does the cover suck me in? Because I'm really just one big kid at heart. So if I can like the cover, then most of the time I'm thinking the kids are going to love it too. But really, it's not so much about authors for children; it's more about the visual. And so that's one of the
That's
fun
right.
pieces. And then trying to gauge with adults, what authors are you reading? Obviously, everybody's reading Kristen Hanna right now. So she's a good one. Jennifer Shiverini, Tom Clancy, James Patterson. The old faithfuls. Those are ones
Sure.
that are always going to sell. But what's fun is to discover authors that maybe you've never heard of, and people start
Oh,
asking for them, and you see that just growing with what people are reading. So that's really kind of one of those things, one of those areas where we're just feeling it out right now. So we don't specifically have like certain authors other than the ones I've just mentioned that people are asking for, but still
awesome.
kind of trying to gauge what the community is wanting.
Yeah.
So how about your gift shop? You know me, I love all the tchotchke stuff.
Yeah. Candles.
And
Yes.
the glass watering for, I mean, I love plants. I love gardening, so I can't wait. If you some organic seeds, I'd be thrilled, just saying.
Hmm.
Oh, good. That's a good idea. See,
Because
those are
people,
things that we're still kind of, yeah, figuring out what people want to see. I
yes.
will tell you that's one way that we're really trying to give back to our community is using local vendors. So our candles all come from Embers of Grace. So
Yes.
she
Mm.
supplies our candles. She's from Harford County. And those
Yes.
candles are literally flying off the shelf. People are grabbing
I
those
have
candles. They
3 in my
love them
house right now.
so
Yeah,
much.
we have them.
Yeah. So we're just really trying to use local vendors. We have another wood artist from Baltimore County. We're doing bookmarks and plant stakes. The little stakes with the funny little sayings on them.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
another local girl from Cecil County.
Oh,
We're using local greenhouses to source our plants, and just trying to
awesome.
support our community by investing back into them. One of the fun things that we're about to do in February is we're going to have a story time for kids. We're using a
Oh,
local author. She's from Havre de Grace. She's written 3 or 4, I think, children's books. So she's going to come. 10 a.m., 11 a.m. on February 8th. She's going to do a reading for the kids, as many books as she can fit in that time slot. And so she lives in Havre de Grace. And so we're going to be, just connecting with local artists and authors, trying to, bolster their exposure too, because, it works when you promote each other.
That's right.
Growing a business isn't necessarily about competition. It's really about
Correct.
extending a hand to somebody else and helping them up, because when we all do that together, man, the potential is just crazy. And it's so evident by just watching Rising Sun and watching how so many little shops have come there, and the community has just opened their arms to them
Yes.
and
Mhm.
has supported everything that they've tried to do. So it's really, really a fun process to be part of.
That
Yeah,
is so
that's
awesome.
and it's huge that you're in such a great community as well. So you're building community is what you're doing. You're connecting
Yeah.
the community in with this one local shop, and I think that's just fantastic. It's what it was meant to be. It's what small businesses were meant to be.
Yes, it's always good to help each other.
Yeah, yeah,
We feel the
exactly,
Yeah,
same way.
for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
exactly.
You can
So
get
you,
so much farther when you join forces and just
that's right.
propel each other. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really grateful to be in a community that believes in that.
Yeah. So anyone watching, you want to make sure that you follow the Potter page on Facebook. You're doing a lot of different posts there. Your latest
Yes.
post, I saw something about Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Tell us
yes.
a
Yes.
little bit
I
about
want to
that.
hear more about
Let
that.
me show you guys. I've
Okay.
got you. So we've got little cute mini bouquet in a box. There's a dried flower bouquet and then a little mini vase that you can keep your forever flowers forever. And there's a little card
Oh,
inside that tells you how to care for your flowers. They're
oh,
just cute little pops of sunshine that it's just something unique and different. And that's what we try to do. We're not trying to duplicate something that somebody else is. We're trying to do something a little bit different and offer something new and fresh to the
right.
community. So, guys, if you need a Valentine's Day gift,
Those
we've
are
got some already
adorable.
made, ready to
Wow.
go.
Yeah, we
And
can't wait.
yeah, but let me
I
let me show you another thing that I've got here too. One of the little plants. So this is kind of something
oh,
that we're doing. This is I'm having a hard time figuring
No,
out where
that's
I'm
no,
supposed
perfect.
to
it's
You're
be.
good.
perfect.
Yeah, you're
Is
good.
that right?
Yes, I see a
So it's
succulent
just some
in there.
succulents.
Is that
Yeah,
an
it's just like
herb
a cute
too?
little log planter. It's
Oh,
a cotton candy fern, and then two
oh,
succulents on the end. So just
oh, wow.
creative things like that is what we really
Yes,
try to do, just to give people just something a little
yes,
different.
absolutely. I've not seen anything like that.
Yeah, that's really
That's
neat.
adorable. Yes.
So, guys, you don't have an excuse now. Especially up in that area. You don't have an excuse. Go
We will
up.
help you out for
Yeah,
sure.
they will help you out exactly. So,
And what are your hours again, Kristen?
So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 9 to
Okay,
6.
nine to
excellent,
Yep,
six.
it's
excellent.
a weekend market.
Okay.
The Garden Girl is downstairs. You can get lunch. You can come upstairs and shop. And then you can go next door to Rise and Grind for coffee. It's all
Yeah.
there, easy peasy.
So she's the same hours as you, right?
Who's that? The
The
Garden
garden
Girl?
girl.
So
It's
Garden Girl is open Wednesday through Sunday.
okay.
She opens at 11. She stays open till 7. Yeah, our hours are a little bit
Okay.
different, but then the
Okay.
weekend markets upstairs are just the weekends. So all
Okay.
day
Just making
Friday, all day
sure.
Saturday, all day Sunday.
Yeah, and you can find their hours too
Awesome.
on Facebook. So if you go to
Yes.
Facebook,
Right.
just go ahead and pull up her page, and you'll be able to see the hours
Right.
there.
Right. Just
So,
reminding myself.
yeah, no,
Yep.
that's great. So, also, if you're watching right now, please comment in the comment section below your favorite author, favorite book. I know this
Yes.
time of year, as I'm scrolling through the Facebook feed, I'm starting to see people that are sharing with them maybe their top 5 books that they're diving into during this cold winter season right now, or maybe their number one book. I wanted to just take an opportunity real quick just to share with you a couple of mine. Do you mind?
I don't
Okay,
mind.
these are a couple of books that I kind of have dove into that I want you to see. So my first one
Dove.
is Dovin. Is that a word?
Dove
Dove
in.
into
Dove it in. I'm not
Tony
sure.
Evans, Kingdom Man. That's one of
Keep
my books
reading,
right
honey.
there.
Keep
Keep
reading.
reading. Here's one that in my men's group that we just finished up. Warrior. I think this is a
Oh,
fantastic
yeah.
book right here, equipping men for spiritual victory. Really enjoyed.
Who wrote that?
And that was Lance Ingram.
Okay.
Lance Ingram. Here's an old great faithful for the men out there, by the way. And I'm just kind of like talking about the men. But hey, how about Wild at Heart? John Eldridge.
Oh yeah,
Wild at
John
Heart is a
Eldridge.
fantastic book as
Yeah.
well. For the businessmen out there, I know you like to read comic books, guys, but if you're trying to build your leadership repertoire, how the best leaders make everyone smarter, the multipliers. So Multipliers is another good
That's a great
book
book.
here.
Yeah.
Also, for my investor friends out there, this is a go-to. You've got to pick up, obviously, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
That is always on the top
That's
five.
This is the top 5. And then
Top
my
five.
last and final book that I want to reveal, and again, as being a professional guy out there in the business world, every professional businessman should have this in his laptop attaché case, and that is Calvin and Hobbes. You have to have Calvin and Hobbes, or you're just not going to make it through the day. That's just how.
I
That's
agree
my
with
opinion.
that.
That's it.
Totally.
That's where all your good
Yep.
grammar comes from.
Right? That's right. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And your dad jokes.
And my dad
Yeah,
jokes.
your dad jokes. You're
Yes.
so good at both of them.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. Right. Exactly. So
We might could fix you up with a new dad jokes book to like freshen up your
That
your
would-
selection, you know?
that would be fun.
Right,
That would be fun.
I know.
Abby Wells said Nicholas Parks.
Yes.
Or Sparks. She meant Sparks.
Nicholas
I think
Sparks,
she
yeah,
corrected her
yeah.
next one.
Oh yeah, she said Sparks.
Obviously,
because,
you're not reading those books.
no, I'm not exactly. She did correct it though. I'm gonna give her some kudos
that
there.
wasn't on your list, honey.
I'm gonna give her.
We knew who she was talking about.
That's right.
Yes.
We did. We sure did. We're here to help each other.
Exactly. Thank you, Abby,
So,
for chiming in there. I appreciate that.
awesome.
So yeah, if there's anybody else, please feel free put in the remarks. You know, what kind of books would you like to see, or what are the ones that
Yes.
you like to read? Your favorites, even the favorites for your little ones. That would be a lot of fun to be able to engage and respond to you a little bit later in the show. So that's great.
Absolutely.
So
Well, Kristen, thank you so much.
Kristen.
And Ashlyn for all your hard work together.
yes,
Creating this lovely
Yes.
space for so many people.
Yes,
And
thank you so much.
we're excited for
It's
you.
been
Congratulations.
yeah. And we'll have
Yeah,
links at
thank
the end of
you.
the show. We'll have links in the description to your Facebook page, your contact information, and with your hours, I'll have all of that in the description right after the show. Okay. So
Awesome.
all right,
So great to
Kristen.
chat with you
Well,
guys.
thank
Thanks
you
so
so much
much.
for
Thanks for
joining
joining us.
And we are going to dive right into the calendar of events, and we'll be right
Awesome.
back.
There's no need to complicate things. Let's stick to the basics. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We dance on the same wavelength. This feels like a new beginning. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So won't you let me trip with you? Leading on fire, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me trip with you? Leading on fire, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me? So won't you let me? So won't you let me? I dream that if I can hold you close, you can be my antidote. Let me run away through the night. Let us leave the world behind. Give in and keep yourself thinking. Tonight, let go and start dreaming. I was feeling down low, you just brought me straight up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, we're higher than the ceiling. I feel everything is spinning. I was feeling down low, you just brought me straight up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So won't you let me trip?
So many things going on around Hartford County,
Good
and
things.
we had
And a little PA.
even a little bit of PA, Oxford, PA as
Yes.
well. So
Chocolate Festival.
that's right. If you have an event that you would like us to post on our upcoming show, please feel free to email that over to us. And
Absolutely.
again, our website, searchmydreamhome.com. You could just contact us through there. We'd love to be able to reach out and go ahead and post your event up on our show. With that said, we're going to dive
Absolutely.
into the market stats. We'll be right back. that was
still a
just
good market out there.
that was a lot of fun. There's a lot of activity
Yes, so happy.
that's still going on in the market right now. So we're working every day. Every single day we're answering questions, we're making phone calls, and we're really gearing up for a very vibrant spring market. It's been aggressive even through these winter months, winter days, winter weeks. But we look forward to servicing you as well. So if you're thinking about buying or you're thinking about selling a home, we would love to be your realtor of choice. And you know what? Put us at the top of the list of those that you want to interview. I think you're going to find out that professionalism, that experience really truly does matter who you pick to represent you. So we look forward to doing it for you. But Maria, we're always better. What? Maria, we are always better together. Remember that. And remember, that's right. And Valentine's is coming around the corner. I can't tell you what it's going to be right now, but what the gift's going to be. But I'm looking forward to it. And I love your Valentine's sweater.
I would rather just go around.
Let's give her a round of applause for a beautiful sweater with hearts all over it. I don't have one I can, But anyhow, we're going to talk to you later. Can't wait till our next show in a couple of weeks. Make sure you stay tuned. Follow us on our Facebook page.
Stay warm.
Stay warm as well. Absolutely. Bring those pets in. Absolutely. Please. Yep.
Please, always.
That's right. Take care. Love you
Bye.
guys.
Have a great week.
Bye now.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow